What's up, everybody? It's Matt again. Today we're going to talk about another third-party transformer. And this one's from a new company called CRAFTSMAN Toys. This is their steel drill or Nosecone. This thing, I'm really excited for this. But obviously they're going for like the toy deco or IDW style or whatever, kind of like a stylized thing. And from what I understand, I think that this might be TFC, maybe working on this, or maybe someone working with TFC or something. I'm not 100% sure on that, but their engineering seems familiar for sure. But we'll just take a look at the box here. The art on the front is real nice. You know, different art, some stuff on the back. Very nice shot of the alt mode in the top. But yeah, he comes packaged in robot mode with a couple of different things. But he does come with a card. I don't personally give a shit about cards. It's all in Chinese anyways, so I can't read it. But whatever. He comes with a card. So here he is. I have him starting off in alt mode. I'll transform in robot mode in the video, but figured we start here. But yeah, it's a really nice kind of like drill tank kind of thing. It's actually pretty big. It's a little bit larger than I thought it would be, but it's it's pretty nice. Really good solid materials. I like the way that it feels in hand. Got a clear piece here for the canopy. The drill here is it's kind of like this chromish, not really chromish, but silver painted plastic, which is nice. It does rotate, obviously, because I'm sitting here playing with it. The treads do not move. It does have little wheels here on the bottom, so it can roll. But yeah, not really too much to talk about. I mean, it cleans up pretty good. I mean, you can still see the robot chest down there, but it looks pretty good. He comes with a few accessories. He's going to come with his just regular robot mode gun. And as far as I can tell, there isn't really anywhere to put this on him in his drill mode. I can't really figure out anywhere to put this, so it unfortunately just kind of sits to the side. But he does also come with these two little guns here. These are like his big guns, his secondary weapons, like he did in the original G1 toy. But they just have these little flip out handles here so he can hold them in his hands, or they have these little holes here, and you can put them on various spots here on his little tank mode. You can put them back here or up here. I'll put them back here just to show what they look like on him, but they just slot right onto any of these posts, and you can display him with his little cannons. It's pretty cool. He also comes with his combined mode foot, because as far as I know, I think that he's not going to be able to scramble city this set. This guy's locked in as being a foot. It doesn't bother me all that much. It's how I was going to have him anyways, just have him as the left leg. But I'll do what it advertises that it can do. So it can be like a little station or something. If you flip this part down, you can put the gun on the top of it, and it can be some kind of like station or something. But it's a combined mode foot. I wonder if we're going to be able to make some kind of like a bust or something, kind of like how Iron Factory does their combiners, so you can make all the combiner parts do something. So that'd be kind of cool. I do think it would have been kind of cool if this could have been like a trailer or something. If they had like some treads or something on the bottom of this, or some way to attach it as a trailer, kind of like how Generation Toys Gravity Builder does it for the forearm pieces for their Devastator. They hook onto like Scavenger and Bone Crusher. Just thought that would have been kind of cool. So let's transform him. All right. So to get started, we're gonna just kind of and I did forget to mention when I was looking them over, these little things will come up here and they'll expose little thrusters here Just kind of cool. But just kind of collapse everything together here. Just kind of lift the knees out of the way. And these parts here are going to kind of pull away a little bit on that little slider here. And like here, these will slide out just ever so slightly to get them off of these little yellow pieces. And then just take these and just push them out like that. Just rotate them out so that now we can get clearance for this. And this whole canopy section, just kind of grab it and pop it off of here. And I might need a spudger. Just pop it. Come on. It can be a little tight. Also be careful with this because this is painted clear plastic, I think, so it will cat hair all over it. It will scratch if you're not careful. There you go. So it takes a little doing, but you got to pop it off these two little pegs to kind of lift that up. And then we'll just lift off of here and off of here, little pegs that go in there. And then we're just going to rotate this entire leg section around on this joint until they straighten out. And then for these parts, we're just going to, I'll just do one leg at a time. This whole section will rotate down on this joint, and then this whole section here will turn in and go into the leg. And then we'll just kind of take this whole section and push it back up. And then this little panel here will go in on this joint and collapse in, and then this whole thing will go up, forming the heel. And then just rotate the toe around. And there is one leg done. Other side, same thing, down like that, up like that, up like that. Panel collapse, form the heel, rotate the toe. Super simple and fun to do, which is good. All right, so for the arms here, you're going to take on this little joint here on this track. Just kind of take this whole section and just push up. It's kind of tight. Push up. Eventually, there we go. Push up on this track, and it will go back to this back position. This one's doing it easier, but it goes back like this. And then this section here, just kind of pull this down off of that tab, kind of at an angle, so that this whole section here can move up. And then this part here, we're just going to rotate at that yellow piece, this whole thing around, and it's going to expose the hand. Now about halfway, you'll need to pull on this little slider to extend this part, and then rotate it around, rotate this 180 degrees, and then smash it back against it, plugging it in. And then just rotate the hand into the correct position, rotate the forearm, and then you're good. You have an arm. Same thing on the other side. Kind of pull off at the same time. It'll detach these two pegs. Rotate around. Pull on that. The rest of the way. Turn. Collapse. Turn the hand. Rotate the forearm. And then we're good. Okay. So for the chest here, this is the little joint that you want to use. This will detach from here to kind of push the drill off to the side. And then what we're going to do is it helps to kind of get these out of the way, but just rotate this around and out of the way back here so that we have clearance for this to come through. And we're going to push this back the same way. But this whole middle section here at this gray part is going to rotate forwards with the chest and the head attached to it. It's going to rotate this way. And then this part separately from here will come out like this on this double joint here. And then this part will fold up like that. And you can kind of see what I'm talking about. See how it's kind of chipping a little bit? Oops, it's kind of chipping a little bit. Just be careful with this because it's painted. I think it's painted clear plastic or something. And then this whole section is going to just come down. And then this gray section, just kind of pull against it and just kind of push it down with the head attached to it until it's in this orientation here. And then this whole section will come up and just collapse into that part, and then the whole thing will just kind of come down and form the chest and the head section. And then this will just kind of sit back here, this will come back down and then just kind of clip back onto it and collapse the drill onto the back. And there he is. Very nice, intuitive little transformation. I like it. It's fun. Fun little transformation. Looking at him, he looks great. I really like how he is stylized. I am kind of nervous about this clear part on the chest though, because I have had terrible luck with clear plastic, especially with clear plastic on hinges cracking over time. So just be careful moving that around. I know I certainly will. Taking a look at the head. I think the head looks okay. Nice face sculpt on the mouth. I think the eyes look a little funky though. Like they look a little too wide to me. Like I don't know, look a little deerish to me for some reason. But the head sculpt is really nice. Does look good. But yeah, nice detail just like all around. It's a good looking bot mode. But I guess we'll get right into. Oh, here I'll show his accessories. He can use them. So his little gun fits just fine in his hand, and his big weapons will fit onto the backs of his arms. If you want to do it like that, he can use them like under the arm, or you can of course flip out the handle and he can hold them just fine. So there that is. So let's go over articulation. So for the head, you have a ball joint. So rocking forward and back a good amount, side to side a good amount, rotates 360 degrees just fine. For the shoulders, we have a little rotation joint here to get 360 degrees. The shoulder itself has a joint up actually in this, which allows you to get out about that far, which I think is plenty. He has a little mushroom peg here, which allows 360 degree rotation at the upper arm. And then we have a elbow here, which has a good range of movement. And then his wrist is on a swivel. His waist, he has waist articulation, 360 degrees. No ab crunch, unfortunately, but you know, whatever. The front skirts here do move out of the way so that his hips can get as far forward as they need to, I think, and back all the way, and he can go out all the way. Rotating here at the upper thigh, 360 degrees. He has a double jointed knee for a really good knee bend, which is good. It's early morning, I got a lot of phlegm in my throat. He has toe is actually on a ball joint, so you got a good toe articulation. And then he has an ankle tilt. Come on, camera. Ankle tilt. Camera, come on. There we go. So yeah, really good articulation. No ab crunch, which is, you know, whatever. I mean, doesn't really make or break a figure for me. So it's, I think it's pretty good articulation. Oh, I did also forget to mention the back part here. You can pull this whole section out off of this panel, off of there, and you can put it over his hand like this for him to do his like a drill weapon thing like you see in all his promo images. So alright, and let's do some comparisons. So first off, just because of kind of the aesthetic here, I'll put him next to a couple of Iron Factory figures, and he's a little too big, I think. So here's Iron Factory's Optimus, and here's their Megatron. I think he's a little too big, to be honest, for like an Iron Factory collection. But we'll see. We'll see how the combiner looks. But I think he's a little too big for that. But I think that he will look decent with like larger Legend stuff. Like for example, here is Magic Square's Sideswipe and Optimus. So I think he might look a little bit better with like a standard Legend size, or like maybe even Legends Plus. I think that individually they'll fit better with them. But there's some scale. All right, so final thoughts on Craftsman Toys Steel Drill. I am really excited for this set. This is a very strong start. I really do like this figure. I feel like if all of the other members of this team are going to be as good as this one, this is going to be a really good combiner. Very excited. He's solid. His materials feel great. He's got good articulation, good detail. I like the aesthetic. I don't have many complaints at all about him. If I had to really fish for complaints, maybe the fact that I can't put the gun on the alt mode, like his little gun, lack of utility for the combiner piece, maybe the head, or I think the eyes look kind of funky, or like they're all super minor things. Like overall, this is a really good figure, even just by itself. Definitely one of the better ones that I've picked up this year. So definitely worth checking out, especially because I don't think he wasn't all that expensive either, for what you get. I mean, I think he was like close to the cost of like an Iron Factory figure, so it's comparable. But yeah, I can definitely feel like a little bit of TFC in like the engineering of this guy. It seems familiar somehow. Like definitely doesn't seem like a new company. Yeah, I 100% recommend this guy. Definitely worth taking a look at. Has me really excited for future releases. But if you watch this far in the video, of course, as always, I really appreciate it. Please give the video a like, comment, subscribe. Check out some of my other content to help support me a little bit. If you would like to follow me on any of my socials, I have it attached to the link tree down below in the description. I hope to be putting out some more content more often now. I'm trying to get better at recording videos, so just keep an eye out for whatever comes out here in the future. But thank you for watching the video, and as always, thank you, and I will see you in the next one.